What's up, y'all, and welcome back to CineBolt. In this video, I'll be going through 5 of the hottest new series you need to be watching right now on Prime and Apple TV. So grab your popcorn and cancel your plans for the week, because you are not going to want to miss these. Let's get into it. Kicking things off, we're diving back into the gritty world Jack Carr built with the terminal list Dark Wolf. This isn't a sequel, it's a prequel, and it's all about Ben Edwards, played once again by the incredible Taylor Kitsch. The series winds the clock back to show us Edwards' journey from a top-tier Navy SEAL to a shadowy CIA paramilitary operator. We get to see the missions that forged him, the lines he crossed, and the origins of his complex brotherhood-defining relationship with Chris Pratt's James Reese. This is exactly what fans of the original were screaming for. Kitsch has this smoldering intensity that just commands the screen, and seeing his descent into the Dark Wolf persona is a fantastic character study. The action is, as expected, brutally realistic and impeccably choreographed. It's not just mindless explosions. It's a deep, dark look at the psychological toll of clandestine warfare. My only heads up is that if you found the first season a little too bleak or politically charged, Dark Wolf doubles down. But if you're looking for a thriller that feels like a cross between Sicario and the original Terminal List, this is an absolute must-watch. It's a high-octane banger for anyone who loves their action thrillers, grounded, visceral, and unapologetically intense. Next up is a psychological thriller that is an absolute masterclass in tension, The Girlfriend. The setup is deliciously simple. Laura, a wealthy, sophisticated art gallery owner played by the one and only Robin Wright, meets her son's new girlfriend, Cherry, brought to life by the phenomenal Olivia Cooke. Cherry comes from a working-class background, and Laura's maternal instincts immediately flare into suspicion. What starts as polite unease spirals into a dark, twisted battle of wits between two incredibly intelligent and ruthless women. Watch it for the performances alone. Wright and Cooke are electric together. It's a slow-burn duel where every glance, every word is a weapon. The series is gorgeous to look at, but beneath that polished surface is a vicious exploration of class, power, and obsession. Robin Wright also directs a few episodes, and her touch is evident in the razor-sharp focus on character. Now, the plot can occasionally dip into high-end soap opera territory, and some might find the pacing a little too deliberate. But overall, it's a smart, venomous, and utterly gripping miniseries that will have you second-guessing everything until its tragic, shocking conclusion. Alright, for number 3, we're hitting the streets of LA with a pure, uncut shot of adrenaline called Countdown. This one stars Jensen Ackles. Yeah, you heard me right. As a hardened LAPD detective named Mark Meacham. After a Homeland Security officer is murdered, Meacham gets pulled into a secret multi-agency task force to hunt down the killer. But, of course, this is way more than a simple murder. It's the thread that unravels a massive conspiracy threatening to unleash hell on Los Angeles. Honestly, this show feels like a throwback in the best way possible. Ackles is fantastic in the lead, bringing that perfect mix of charm and world-weary grit. The premise of pulling together agents from the DEA, FBI, and LAPD who don't trust each other adds a fantastic layer of internal conflict to the ticking clock plot. The one thing I'll say is that it doesn't reinvent the wheel. It leans into the crime drama tropes we know and love, so expect some familiar beats. If you're looking for a straight-up, no-nonsense action thriller with a killer cast and a plot that moves like a freight train, Countdown is your next binge. Brace yourselves, because class is back in session at Godolphin University and it's bloodier than ever. Gen V Season 2 is here, and it picks up right in the explosive aftermath of last season's finale. Marie and the crew are now public enemies, framed while the real psychopaths, Kate and Sam, are being hailed as heroes under Homelander's New World Order. The Supes are navigating a campus run by a new militaristic dean, all while a secret program that could change the human Supe power dynamic forever is bubbling under the surface. If you thought the first season was wild, you haven't seen anything yet. Season 2 takes the sharp satire, jaw-dropping gore, and surprisingly deep character drama of its predecessor, and cranks it all up to 11. It's an absolutely essential bridge between seasons of The Boys, exploring the ground-level consequences of Homelander's rise to power. The young cast continues to be phenomenal, grounding the insane plot with real emotional weight. The only real drawback is, well, it's Gen V. If you're even remotely squeamish or can't handle scenes that are designed to make you say, "I can't believe they just did that," then you should run for the hills. For everyone else, especially fans of The Boys, this is required viewing. It's a brilliant, bloody, and bold continuation of one of the best superhero universes out there. Alright, for my number 1 pick, I'm technically cheating a bit. and you're gonna have to forgive me. This show is so ridiculously good, so unbelievably brilliant, that I couldn't not put it at the top of a hottest new shows list. I'm talking about Slow Horses Season 5. This season, adapting the fan-favorite book London Rules, kicks off when the resident tech genius and social outcast Roddy Ho somehow lands a glamorous new girlfriend. At the same time, a series of bizarre and seemingly disconnected incidents start popping up across London. It's up to the slovenly, flatulent, and utterly genius Jackson Lamb and his team of MI5 outcasts to piece it all together. My anticipation for this is through the roof. Gary Oldman's performance as Jackson Lamb is, without exaggeration, one of the greatest television characters of the 21st century. The show is the perfect anti-James Bond, a grimy, cynical, and hilarious look at the unglamorous side of espionage. The writing is consistently smarter and funnier than almost anything else on TV. Based on the source material, this season promises a perfectly intricate plot, combined with the character-driven drama and gallows humor the series has perfected. The only real drawback is that you absolutely cannot jump in here. You need to watch the first 4 seasons. But that's less of a drawback and more of a gift. If you love spy thrillers that respect your intelligence, like a modern-day John le Carré with a much sharper sense of humor, Slow Horses is the best show you're not watching.